Salutations! Welcome to another episode of Foxx Plays KSP, the 365-day challenge, round 2. So, today, our mission is going to be that of resupply. So, we launched our first part of our first long-duration spaceflight to man ODARP, in preparation for future missions there, and to ready it for supporting missions to the moon or Minmus or wherever. So life support. Life support is the thing. We've got TAC life support installed. So that means that we're going to need to resupply our in-flight Kerbals with life support, supplies, oxygen, and whatnot. Anyway, to accomplish that, we're going to launch Hamal 1, which is the Tantari's equivalent of Progress. So, I shall join you, or you shall join me, one or the other, on the launch pad, and we'll get started. Alrighty, and here we are. So I have elected to not use the TLV anymore. I've whipped up this essentially Long March 3 with some PLV parts. It's basically 4 PLV cores, and they cross-feed, or the 4 boosters feed into the core to give a longer sustain. This stage probably has more than it needs, but honestly, the TLV is just too fiddly now. I don't really find any use to using it. So, without further ado, let's race the sun. Oh yeah, look at that. So, remember at about 100 meters a second you start your gravity turn. We're aiming to be at about 45 degrees at 12 kilometers in altitude. Probably be going about 500 meters a second at that point. Oh, no. Alright, so let's see if we can recover this. I think maybe. Honestly, that's the first time this has flipped out on me. Interesting. But it's recoverable, whereas TLV is just not. And it's far, far, far fewer parts. Because I don't have to add tons and tons of those walrus things. Wait, coming up to booster set. There we go. Just flipping out like crazy. That's okay, we're out of the thick stuff, so... Yeesh. Wow, twice. Freaking twice. But you know what? It's recoverable. TLV just isn't. Well, I'm sure that at some point I will get the opportunity to showcase exactly how stable this rocket is when flown properly. I don't know. TLV used to be so good. After the new art pass in 1.5 or 1.0.5 aerodynamics, it's just. Right, yeah. Usually this stage just has way more fuel than it needs, but this time. Deploy everything. We are still in the very tippy top of the atmosphere, but it's important to get everything started. And this is preset to KBN-13, which is pointing at active targets. So we have an uplink already. I don't know why. Oh, because KBN1 or KBN2-1 is pointing at active as well. Or no? Okay, that's connecting with ground. Gotcha. So at maneuver. All right. We missed our burn by quite a bit, but all is well. I will still probably use this engine, the Seal, but it's got good specific impulse for orbital maneuvers and such. Actually, it still has way too much fuel. I'm actually going to dump it so I don't have to delete it later. Our maneuvers, we just do all. Set maneuver. So ascending, so we want to descend. It's actually quite all that flipping out. We actually have quite a big inclination change to make. Catch the last of the sun's rays. This we want to time pretty well. We do have plenty of batteries. Can't really see them, but they're this black ring between these two parts. Oh wow, we'll actually be in daylight when we perform this, it looks like. Yep, just barely. Look at that. It's so cool. Oh yeah. Alright, so our burn. There we go. So that's got our inclination set. So now we need to circularize. It's going to take some doing. Now, are we in front of or behind? We're behind. Sorry, we're in front of, so we actually want to go high. Let it catch up with us. What's our delta V budget? Plenty. Fantastic. Technically, a lot of this fuel is to resupply ODARP, but we should have plenty. There we go. That's a nice view. All right, 10 seconds to burn. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do the rest of this on RCS. Pushing the right button here. Oh. Uh-oh. I have not attached any RCS ports to this. Okay, alright, fair enough. My bad. But we'll work on that. Never fear, we'll still attempt a docking. Why is that doing that? Okay, fine. Uh-oh. Alright, our RCS is doing weird things. That's going to have to be close enough. So this, we need to slow down. And we're going to need to adjust our orbit. Alright, so yeah, we are going to still attempt a docking, but with no RCS. Actually, you know what we could do is we could have the station try and dock with it. Even though this is the station has a passive docking port and this has an active docking port, we could still maybe do something there. Sail around in the dark side. If you hear a little kind of Windowsy sound occasionally, that's my mouse cutting out. It's a very old mouse. Second hand, for me, it had 4 or 5 heavy years of gaming, followed by another probably 10 years of heavy gaming. It's a fantastic mouse, but it's getting old. Alright. So we can see it, just a little speck in the middle of that little thing there. It's big enough that it's reflecting enough light that we can actually physically see it. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting docking with no RCS. Oh, it is not going to be pretty. I think we'll try it. We'll give it like one go. The trouble is we can't slow down. Like there's no option to reverse. So we have to be very careful. So yeah, we'll give it one go, and if we can't make it work, we'll try using the station to dock with Hamal. to, there we go. Eek. It's not the button I wanted. Alright, so we're going to point at. Alright, let me figure out which port I'm actually going towards. I'm actually going to null out my velocity and switch over and just double check which port I want. Alright. So I think it was this port. Okay. So bring up our docking computer. Sorry I'm not talking much. This is kind of nerve-wracking. Oh, that's not the right port at all. Glad I figured that out now. Am I out of RCS? No. Why did it... yay. Okay, yeah, RCS is not really viable right now. Yeah, if I perform any attitude adjustments while my RCS is on, it just starts firing constantly. Alright, so we actually want that port. So let's... So we're pointing right at it. There we go. Ta-da! Oh, man. No RCS docking. Gotta love it. Alright, well, that was certainly a far more interesting mission than I first thought. Yet another oops. Another oops. Well, anyway, that is Hamal 1 successfully docked with ODARP, full of fresh supplies. So how are we doing on supplies, out of curiosity? Not bad, not bad. Could be better, could be worse. We definitely want to transfer everything out of the orbital module as soon as we can.